The primary target groups for the CASCADE curriculum, as you already heard about, are local administrators and civil protection practitioners. But within the project, we also have seen the importance in communicating the project outcome to higher education. And it is here my and my colleagues come into the picture, and this is then me, Cecilia Lundberg, together with my colleagues Sinikka Suomalainen and Johanna Fredenberg. And we are all representing Åbo Akademi University and the Center for Lifelong Learning. And as a member of the University Network, Baltic University Program, BUP, we have made a short version of the CASCADE training course suitable to use as a whole or in parts in courses at university level. Our experience is that knowledge of the Sendai framework and how disaster risk reduction is linked to the, for us, more well-known Agenda 2030 and the Paris Agreement is lacking, and would I say overall knowledge about the Sendai framework at the university level. This level of our course is basic, and the 3 lessons we have prepared will give a first insight to disaster risk reduction and a linkage to climate change in general and to the Baltic Sea region in particular. So I will try here to show. Please, Evelyn, can you stop sharing your screen?
You just share, you just take over the screen, no problem.
Okay.
Start sharing.
Yes, yes, here it is. So we then have 3 lessons that consist of presentation with both background notes included, a presentation and background notes included to give a more thorough information. And they are all placed here at our website of Baltic University Program Finland. And you find it here under for teachers. And here under educational material, we have our part of the CASCADE project. So here are a bit of general text and aims, target groups, but we go over here straightly to the content. And we have then lesson 1, which is a very brief and general background to climate change and the Baltic Sea region perspective. We have lesson 2 that concentrates on the Sendai framework for disaster risk reduction. And we have lesson 3, which combines disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. And the lesson also includes policy coherence, barriers to integration, and which challenges and needs that are of special interest for the Baltic Sea region. And as an example, I can here show you what we have here under lesson number 2. So we have a presentation, which is then based on the corresponding presentation from the so to say real curriculum for the CASCADE project that Marcus was just presenting. And then we have, now I have lost myself here in my screen. And there are also corresponding notes for the lessons for the teacher to use, or where there are the background or more information behind the slides are open up here, and also including references. And besides the lessons, we have a glossary of terminology with further explanation. And this is the same glossary that has also been overall used in the CASCADE project. And lastly, we have included an exercise, which is the climate adaptation game produced by the Swedish Meteorological and Hydrological Institute. And we only have the explaining the game and how it can be used in a course, also in higher education. So we have the learning outcomes, and then you get the links both in the game is available both in Swedish and English, and there are also guides and presentations and teacher guides available at the SMHI's website. All this material is freely available, open at the BUP.fi webpage. And from the next academic year, it also will be found at the main site of the Baltic University program, which is hosted by Uppsala University. And all this material is also licensed under Creative Commons. Besides this, the material from the CASCADE project will also be used within another Baltic University program course or curriculum, which is coming during this year to be finished. This is called the Baltic Sea Region Climate Change Curriculum, a course module with teaching material produced by researchers from the whole BUP/Baltic Sea region area involved. So there will be all in all 15 chapters, for example, global climate systems, climate change observed in the Baltic Sea region, climate protections, projections, socioeconomic impacts of climate change, etc. And we are then part of the chapter named Climate Adaptation, where material from the CASCADE project will be included. This is mainly then material on the Sendai framework and climate hazards. And this mastodont course will be ready to use from the autumn of 2021. And this is then taught that the material lies here on the webpage of the BUP program, but teachers within the program in the Baltic Sea region can use this material and create an own course. And same is of course true for the smaller curriculum that we have, that is totally based from the CASCADE project. So thank you. From me, over to Evelyn.
Thank you, Cecilia, for this overview. So did I understand correctly that in the next fall it will be taught in Uppsala University as a course, or
it will be including in this coming climate change curriculum course? Yes.
Yeah, but not in but not in Åbo University.
Yes, the plan is that we will also be using this material for a coming course together with in cooperation with the Open University at Åbo Akademi.
Okay, so good to hear.
Yes, the plan is that it will be ready for the next spring.
Yeah, okay, good to hear. So students can already be starting to get use of the results of this work. And I hope then that other universities also around Baltic Sea region will use this material and use this opportunity to also create a course on their own.
Yes, we will promise to advertise it better than in the beginning, after the summer, when the new year starts, or